no tawi mauk se manto e sat murtata no pe witi hinan pe kitama ke menan nisanan kais kitama si akuta kan wap me kakiuta kawasaka pitsika.
My name is Don Hoyam. I'm the director of Regina Public Schools, and it's my pleasure to be emceeing today's Design Festival Feast and Round Dance on behalf of the North Central Shared Facility Steering Committee. We have an opportunity today to look at a new concept of assisting North Central community to revitalize using the strengths of the community in a completely innovative way, bringing service providers and community together in a shared facility that will enable all kinds of activity that we haven't even dreamt of up until this point. We're so pleased to see community members here, dignitaries from all sorts of organizations that will be so vital to the success of this new shared facility. Thank you everyone for being here. To have Elder Isidore Pelche here with us today to bring his blessings to this event. So if I could call upon Isidore to come forward at this time.
It's an honor that's been given to me to come and speak to you. I've been given tobacco. I've been approached the right way. This place that's being proposed by these people who have offered to help us out in our time of need. It's a place for all people, not only for First Nation people. We all have to work together to get something like this. We'll have our police here, we'll have our library here, we'll have our classrooms, we'll have everything. I know the elders are very happy that a place like this has come about. And I'd like to thank these people who made it possible. We have to try and work hard now and speak to our young people as elders. My hope is that there won't be no young people walking around without an education. I ask you all today to honor these people who are doing this for us. Thank you.
It's been my pleasure and that of the steering committee to have an opportunity to work with this group. We know that they are going to bring tremendous strength to whatever facility option is developed in this area, and we couldn't be working with a greater group of people. It's my pleasure to introduce Randy Fielding.
Isidore, I'm honored by your wonderful words. My design team and myself, we're honored by this whole community that you've allowed us to be a part of this project. You know, we work in 26 different countries, but we've never worked on a project that had a greater need or a greater potential to do something unique. We're going from just a shared facility to really integrating education and services in a completely new way. It's never been done before. So this is a fantastic opportunity for us to do this together. Now, of the group that is probably most important, I think, in this project, we'd have to say it's probably the students, because they're the future. All right, hoping you got it. This is what a shared facility looks like. We've got adult professionals from police, from Capel Healthcare, from the city of Regina, and daycare, from the library, all sitting together. Now, I'll ask you all to get up and stop in the center. Either take a seat or stand and introduce yourselves to each other. Go ahead. If you could stand up and get out of your chairs. Come on over to the center. Take a seat. Jeff, you take a seat. Okay, Brenda, go ahead, take a seat. Credence, you take a seat. Yeah. Mike, have a seat. Okay, whether you're standing or seated, introduce yourself to the person on your left or right. Okay. All right, now, this is what an integrated facility looks like. Not only are we sharing space, but we're also coming together in the center of the space and we're sharing our lives, we're sharing our ideas. Design options. One of them is about adaptive reuse. Can you see my arrow? That means we're adapting an existing facility, we're adding to it, we're changing it, and making it work for a new shared facility. Another is about a central green. And then the third, we're calling green corners. Okay? Now, why would we have 3 different design concepts? It's because if you want to have a great idea, have a lot of them. Now, why build a shared facility? Well, it'll support a healthy and joyful community. Well, what ties a healthy, joyful community together? I think, Isidore, you talked about it. You talked about the importance of education and how it was critical to a community. Learning across community is a theme that Regina Public Schools has adopted as a kind of way of thinking about what we're doing here in the shared facility. We're saying we know that learning by doing works, so let's create a facility that supports that. We also know that it's important to feel secure when you learn, that we all need to feel connected to a family. So the new facility needs to support family-like environments. We also know that learning by mentors is important, and I think most of you are in the room today. And thank you. Thank you for being the mentors and the elders to this community and for sharing with us. Here's another concept that's important, centers of excellence. You know, in order to learn, in order to feel good about ourselves, to become adults, we need to feel a sense of mastery in our life. So you'll see in this big shared facility we're designing that it's actually a collection of clusters of centers of excellence. One center of excellence, library and information technology. A place where you know adult professionals, not only teachers, but other students and other adults. There'll be a center for child and family studies. There'll be 2 infant care centers in this shared facility. One of them specifically for Scott students and another for the public. There'll be a center for leadership and justice. We know that we have Brooke from the police department here today. We're glad that he's here. So he will be like a teacher in some ways, like a mentor. A center for music and art. We were so happy to attend the dinner theater last spring and thought it was fantastic. We were blown away by the creativity of the students here at Scott and what they could do. Athletics, fitness, and dance. This is one of our facilities in Minneapolis that Don had a chance to visit last summer. And dance happens in the common areas, not only in the gym. We want a gym with lots of sunlight. Large gym. In fact, it'll be a double gym. It's large enough for a round dance. We want a center for health and science, a center for Capel, also a center where students can learn about science and a home base. We want strong inside and outside connections. So, although we're talking about building a very large building, one of the most important things about this building is what is the connection to outside the building? How do we design the building so it sits lightly on the earth? We want to create a south-facing cafe for the whole community. Not just an institutional cafeteria for a school and for some of the North Central partners. We actually want to create a cafe that anyone would want to go to, that people would want to go because it's a great place, and students could staff that. So it's an opportunity to strengthen entrepreneurial skills. We want a commons area. What do I mean by an active commons area? Space, like you see in this picture at the center, that connects all the centers of excellence, that's very active. Students there could actually have kiosks or carts where they could display jewelry for sale. They could actually have a computer repair business. So this common area is not a hallway, but more like a marketplace of ideas. We want flexible space for learning, community, and gathering. Notice this curtain in the background. The curtain is, you can see my pointer. That curtain can move so that this whole space, which could be in a big open commons, big noisy open commons, could actually become a place for a more quiet presentation.